Hello, friends. It's Kate, and it is time to relax and unwind and do some yoga. So, the first thing we want to do is maybe grab some props. I have some blocks, a blanket, a bolster, some extra blankets in case it is chilly. And we're just going to take a short 20 to 30-minute evening yoga practice here. So get comfortable, get your stuff together, and let's get started. First thing we're going to do is come onto the floor, onto our backs. So you don't even need fancy yoga clothes for this. We're just going to come into our most relaxed pose to start us out. So find a full on flat on the floor, comfortable position. If it's uncomfortable to have your legs straight out, you can always bend the knees, bring the feet into the floor or your mat. Maybe do a little wiggle, pull the shoulder blades towards each other, arms out, away from the body, palms face up. If you want, you can extend the legs or keep them bent, whatever's comfortable. Maybe a blanket under your head. You could even bring your legs up on your bolster or some pillows to release any tension in the back. We're just going to take a few moments here and just settle in. Let go of the breath. Let go of those thoughts. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just taking this little bit of time just for you. And if you find yourself getting antsy, or what we like to call that monkey mind starts chattering and thinking and distracting you, one of the tools that we use is to pay attention to the breath. So let's just check in with the breath here. And you don't have to change anything, just notice. Notice what you're noticing. And if you'd like, we can play with the breath a little bit here. So we're just going to inhale. Maybe if you'd like, you can count how long the inhale is. And then when you're ready, just release it out. And if you'd like, you can count the exhale. Just pay attention to those two numbers. No judging. We're just getting a little information here. So since we're doing this as an evening practice right now, you may do it during the day, that's totally welcome. Since we're doing it in the evening right now, we're going to see if we can have that exhale be 1 beat or 1 second longer than the inhale. So just a nice normal inhale. You can count it if you like. And then exhale when you're ready. See if you can have that exhale last 1 bit longer. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. So let's just take one moment here to check in with the body. Notice maybe where you're holding on to tension. The jaw, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, maybe the feet. And just take a moment and send a little love to that spot. And then we're going to follow with the breath. So we're going to send the breath to that area that is a little tight, giving us a little concern, drawing our attention. So we're just going to inhale, send the breath there. On the exhale, scoop that tension out and let it go with the exhale. Again, inhale into that spot. Maybe there's multiple spots, go somewhere else. On the exhale, scoop that out and send it on its way. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Maybe the same spot, maybe somewhere different. Scoop out that tension with the breath and let it go with your exhale. And then we're just going to take one more moment here, let go of the breath. Let's get a little bit of movement going in here. So we're going to maybe move the feet around, maybe wiggle the fingers. And then on your next inhale, we're going to bring the arms up overhead. And we're going to do this beautiful, glorious elongation of the whole body. So fingers reaching away from the torso, heels reaching away. Feel the length of the body. And then on your next exhale, we're going to bring the hands back down by the sides. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come up to seated for a little bit. Coming up nice and slow. And we're going to kind of adjust where we are here. So I'm going to give you a couple of options here. So we have our next pose is going to be legs up the wall. And you can do that with the wall, and you can do it without the wall. So I'm going to go without the wall and with a prop. So first option, no wall, no props. Second option, wall. Third option, no wall, props. Did I get that all in there? I think I did. Okay. So go ahead and get yourself set up for the wall if you have a wall that's handy. I'm going to give you an option. You can do a block, you can do a bolster. So I'll show you the block, and then I'm going to come up on the bolster. I realize you may not have either of those at home. You can take a rolled up blanket and use that. That's a little lower than the block, and then the bolster is a little bit higher. So depending on your comfort level. All right, so we're going to come back onto the back. And if you're using a block, what you're going to do is I'll lift up into a baby bridge, slide the block under the pelvis, nice and comfortable. And then we're going to bring the legs up as though they were resting on a wall. Okay, that's option B. And then I'm coming up on my bolster. Same idea. A little bit of a baby bridge to come up onto the bolster, and you may do that later. And then bringing the legs up as though there was a wall there. Beautiful. All right, so arms come away from the torso, feeling the whole of the day drain down the legs and out the body. Letting the Earth's gravity hold you so you don't even have to do any work. And again, if you get restless or that monkey mind starts chattering, you're going to bring yourself back to the breath. So this time, got the option. You can go back to that first breath that we were working with. Or another option is I'm going to do a little left nostril breathing. So in yoga, oftentimes we do alternate nostril breathing. And again, we're doing this in the evening, live right now at the moment. If you're doing it other times of the day, you can do it this way, or you can do the other nostril. But tonight, we're just going to breathe in and out of the left nostril. And we're going to do it without closing off the right. So we're just going to imagine or send our intention actually just to the left side. So you may feel like, well, I can't do that without closing off the other side, but you may be amazed that you actually can. So we're just going to inhale and exhale out through the nostril. And we're going to bring our focus over on the left side. So the left side is cooling. It's our yin side. It's our relaxing side. Our right side is yang, get up and go energy, masculine side. So see if you can just bring that attention to the left side if you want. If you're not, this is not your thing tonight or today, go ahead and just breathe your regular breath. So we'll take 2 more breaths here. All right, that was probably 3. All right, so we're going to bring the knees in a little bit and then bring them down to the floor. We're going to lift the hips up and slide that prop out of the way, all the way over. All right, and let's do a little Apanasana here just to get that little bit of a back bend released out before we come up and come over onto our hands and knees to come down into a child's pose. All right, so before we go all the way down, let's do a couple cat and cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And maybe one more here. And then tonight is all about the options. So I'm going to bring my big toes together and my knees wide. And because I have them, I'm going to use a little prop here. So sometimes the mindset is, well, if you are using a prop, you're cheating. To kind of spin the dial on that a little bit and think about this as a tool to deepen your relaxation. So no cheating, deeper relaxation. All right, so I'm going to bring this lovely bolster in between my knees, and it's going to support me up off the floor. So I'm just going to fold forward over my bolster, and you can do one side or the forehead on the bolster. And just give yourself some time to feel the tailbone come down towards the floor, shoulders round towards the floor. And again, just a deep, supported relaxation. So let's take 3 more gentle breaths here. You can switch sides of the face if that's comfortable. And then if you're watching this at another time as a recording, I would put in a supported bridge here, so you could pause the video, get up into a supported bridge, and then do the next pose. But we're just going to go into our next pose, which is going to be a supported twist. So if you have a bolster, great. If you don't, you can use blocks or pillows off the bed or couch, whatever you have handy. Oh, fixing this way. And we're going to do supported twist. So there's quite a variety of ways to do this. So you're going to find the one that you love the best. So I'm just going to bring arms out to the sides. All right, and then I'm going to extend the leg closest to the prop, so it's out straight, and then I'm going to bring that foot on top, bent knee, foot on top of this extended leg, and I'm bringing the knee to rest on the prop. So arms out to the side, and then the option is, depending on how it feels for the neck, you can turn and look the opposite direction of the knee. If that's too deep, you can look the same direction or keep the gaze straight up towards the ceiling. So you want to do what's comfortable for you, keeping this arm, that shoulder, hopefully on the floor. And let's let go of the breath, let go of thoughts, let go of gravity. We don't even have to grip the earth. Gravity is holding us. And let's take one or two more breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly come back to center. Bring both knees pointing towards the ceiling, feet in the earth. You can bring the knees in for an Apanasana or two or three. And then I'm just going to flip this bolster over on the other side. You can also switch where your head is. So we're going to extend that leg closest to the bolster. And then bring that foot on the other leg, arms up to the side, and then we're going to roll over that knee and bring it onto the bolster. And again, head opposite direction as the knee, same direction, or straight up at the ceiling. And again, let's deepen into this relaxation. Unwind. But we're in a little bit of a twist, so we're kind of wound up at the moment, but we will unwind more. But let the earth carry you. Let the thoughts release. Let that tension drip off the body. Mother Earth will absorb that energy, good or bad, and let it go. Take two more breaths here. And then when you're ready, just going to slowly roll over to center. Both feet into the mat. Then we're going to bring both knees up into the chest and a couple of Apanasanas here. And then I'm going to hop up because I'm going to prop this last final relaxation pose. I'm going to turn the lights down a little bit more so it's even more relaxing. And I'm going to bring a blanket under my head and a blanket over me because I find it cools down quite a bit. So you can do any of those that I've just mentioned, or you can just find your most relaxing position If it is close to bedtime and you want to just go to bed right after this, after you brush your teeth, that is fine too. So find that most comfortable of your shavasana, your final relaxation pose. Getting any last little wiggles out. Letting that Earth's gravity do the work. Let go of gripping anywhere in the body. Let go of even breathing. Let the body do it itself. Letting go of any last thoughts. Relaxing that area of tension that we first started with. The jaw, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the feet even. Maybe even the fingers tonight. Find that perfect stillness and just be. Gently bringing your awareness back into the room. Feel that support coming up from underneath, from the ground up. Feeling the coolness of the inhale, the warmth of the exhale. Wiggling fingers and toes. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, you're going to roll over onto your right or left side. Excuse me. And take a breath or so here. When you're ready to come up, we're going to inhale and then push up to a comfortable seated position. And bringing the hands together. Let's finish with a beautiful breath of joy. So we're going to bring the hands onto the heart and stack them one on top of the other. We're going to inhale, hands come down, sweep towards the earth, and then fingertips meet up above the head. Exhale, hands come down towards the earth and back to the heart. Let's do that 3 times together. Here we go. Inhale. Fingertips touch. Exhale, hands come all the way back around to the heart. And again, inhale. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Hands back at the heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you have unwound a little bit of that tightness. Take care. See you next time.